So me and Denzel were just talking, and Denzel made a valid point, which I agreed upon. We are somewhat concerned that the people that are in Patar's quote-unquote mafia think this is like a silent invitation to the Mandem, and it's definitely not. And I feel like it might that small bombshell might need to be dropped, because I don't want people getting the wrong impression, you know,
okay,
that like.
I mean, to be perfectly honest, like, I mean, I'm the last one in, you know what I'm saying? So, like, at the minute, so in my opinion, isn't
doesn't
really
matter.
that valid.
No, that's not how the Mandem works. See, regardless of when you join, everyone's opinion is valid.
But what I'm saying is, I think
like the only person who isn't is Veds. But anyway,
we all probably sit here and kind of like we all probably sit here with all the recent events at the minute and kind of feel kind of, you know what I mean, the same way about like we just want to chill and sit, like, you know what I mean? You know?
Yeah, the thing is though, the only reason I bring it up is because Patar is a nice guy, right? And I feel like Patar is the guy that doesn't know how to say no. And when I say that, I don't mean like if someone said, can I join Mandem, he wouldn't say no. I mean in a sense of like, every morning they ring up and say, hey Patar, can I come and chill? And then he'll go, yeah, sure. You know what I mean? Because he can't say no. And I don't want people to get the wrong impression to think that because they're in his mafia that has nothing to do with the Mandem, that like all of a sudden they can be a floater, you know. That's what I call them. I call them block floaters. It's a little rude, I know. I apologize, but it just is what it is.
You know what to do.
And I don't want people to get like the wrong impression, and then people just eventually down the line be like, why is this person constantly on the block, you know? So I don't know. I feel like someone might need to let Patar know.
Yeah.
Or just let them know.
Yeah, but
the thing is, I get the fact
that
he's just left the gang and he's lonely. I get that, like for that aspect. But at the same time, it's one of them, innit? You know?
I don't. Yeah, exactly. I don't want anyone to, you know, feel misled in any way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know you're probably being cruel to be kind at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Do you want to know the honest truth, Denzel? Your initiation to the Mandem was the quickest I've ever seen, and that's not even a joke. Like, I'm not even joking. I don't think anyone I could get Stan corrected, and if I am, then I am. But I'm pretty sure I feel like your like 3-month stint was like the quickest ever to the Mandem.
But genuinely, and I will say this, and I will always reiterate this because this is the truth. When I started hanging around, that was, you know what I mean? I didn't think that maybe it could happen. But I have noticed since it happened with me, I don't know, I feel like more people think that it's possible.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just get that vibe.
You know, coming from BSK,
exactly. Anything is possible. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, the worst possible. No, I'm joking.
No, but I just mean.
The biggest piece of shit in the whole city is now Mandem.
I can't lie though. You got invited to everything you came to.
I was always very.
I always reached out to you. You know.
Yeah, I was always very like.
Insane,
I would never hang around the block
I didn't want to, so.
I would never be on the block unless I was asked to come and chill. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, Saint was with us for probably over a year before anyone even thought of it.
Yeah.
You know.
You know that's the majority. So the main reason, and okay, so I would say one of the main reasons that people never really clicked or got into the Mandem was because of, that's why I call them block floaters. Because let's say I didn't invite you, you would wake up, you would drive to the block, you would stand on the block, and then you would wait until somebody talks to you. And that to me is not the right way to go about it. Like, no. you just stood over in the corner, like waiting for someone to talk to you. And it was just such a weird thing to look at people do.
I was either involved with the shit that was going on, or I was doing my own thing. You know what I mean? Like that's how it was. I didn't just stand on the block and, you know, and wait, because I knew what my role was. At the end of the day, I came to you boys with, I suppose, what I had, which was the meth shit, and that proved valuable to you guys at the time. I mean, it just all fell into place, really, but, you know...
I'll be honest, the only other person that I could genuinely see joining the Mandem is James Molden. I can't really see anyone else, like, even having the vibes. Like, I could be wrong, because I don't know every person in the city, But like, what I've seen, the only person that has the vibes is James.
Even James can't be about that much anymore either. So it's like
yeah, but that has nothing. Yeah, but that has nothing to. I say that has nothing to do with being in the Mandem. I feel like the being around thing only matters about getting a chain. To be honest, like, you know, if I'm around in NA, maybe I'd get a chain. Is seems to be the motto. But like, it doesn't matter how much you're around. You know, I think to myself about this. You know, sometimes, and it doesn't matter what assets you bring.
Ooh,
you know, it doesn't matter if you can drive, you can shoot. All that matters at the end of the day is, are you a good fit? Because once we go into the apartment, if you're some weirdo and no one wants to talk to you, you ain't gonna be Mandem.
Yeah, I still don't know how Denzel got it, to be honest.
Yeah,
it's weirdo,
same.
Honestly.
Me neither, to be honest. Actually, yeah, sometimes I even think, fucking hell. And the worst thing was, when it happened, I actually genuinely thought I was getting
every day for me, man. Every fucking day. I wake up and I'm like, God, there's Denzel. Jesus, again.
Yeah, it's just one of those.
Every fucking day.
Even
you are a floater, aren't you, Denzel?
I do float around.
You
But
are
it's
a
actually
floater, mate.
I've actually become more of a recluse like now, since like, I think I'm like the opposite of a floater. I want to go and float away from the like away from everyone else.
Whoa, Denzel admits he wishes he didn't join the Mandem.
He wants to float away?
No, not like that.
Will become available if you keep talking like that, mate.
That's not what I said. At the
That
minute,
is
like
what you said. That is what you said.
What a
no,
wild take,
let me explain. At the minute, I don't know why. Like, 'cause you know, like when we had like when we used to be like EU crew and the vibes were there, it was all like, I don't know why.
I'll be honest with you, mate. Do you know what that is?
What?
It's just the city in general.
No, but me at the minute, like I'm my like
Denzel was to leave the Mandem.
struggling. You know, not like necessarily a bad way, but like I'm trying to get to the vibe, and it's just like there's a little barrier, you know, and it's like so I find myself just going off like walking around, just doing my own thing,
on your
doing
own.
shit.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Same thing, bro.
And I don't know why, but it's just I don't know. Like the idea of a bank to me is like I would probably, you know, rather go and work at Maldini's. You know what I mean?
That's why I went to bed last night. As soon as I heard that the only thing we was doing yesterday was doing a bank, I was like, all right, sit a bit, boys. I went straight back to bed.
And obviously there was people there that wanted to do it, so I went to bed. You know what I'm saying? So there was 6 there that I knew would be interested, so I let them do it because we were doing the same plan that we did before, where I had to stand there for 5 hours, and it just wasn't. I couldn't put myself through that again. But it's fine. As long as
we didn't stand there for 5 hours. It actually went well.
Well, as long as if it went well and the people that were there enjoyed it, then that's fucking perfect. You know what I mean?
How many hours till you actually started hacking, Matt? From the point that we mentioned it, which was on the block when I was there,
which was as soon as we woke up. Yes, yeah,
probably
3.
Hi, Sadman.
Nah, never.
Nah.
Got to have been at least
no,
3.
it was pretty much 7 p.m. It wasn't even 7:30 because that was claimed within like
Okay, so what time would you say the hacking
7:15.
started?
It was
10:30.
I don't know. I didn't feel like it was that long. And maybe an hour and a half.
See, so I'm thinking to myself, it was at least 10 p.m.
Was it?
Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I didn't stick around, because I was like, I'm not like 3 hours of just, I don't know. Like, you're good at that though, Matt. You know, I said this to you the other day. Like you can just, you don't need anything going on. You just in your own little world. I need something happening. Because I can't just sit there giggling like a little girl to myself.
The thing is, yeah, I feel exactly the same as you. I need something to do. I feel like I get to the point where I feel like I'm doing something when I'm not doing something, you know? Like, I get all the bank stuff ready, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I do. I get everything ready. So I'm doing something while doing that, you know?
This is where I am #1 getaway driver. You see how clean that was?
What are we doing?
Right now we're doing something. We're doing something even though we're not doing something. So it feels like we're doing something. We're doing Matt logic. We're doing Matt logic.
This is good. This to me is like.
I'm showing you guys some of the greatest driving you've ever seen. But watch this. Watch this aim. You ready?
Oh, God. Ow.
Sounded like half of that sounded like it came from a different route.
It did, didn't it?
So I'm just you know, beefing up my resume. You know, I'm just beefing up my resume.
Oh right.
what I'm saying, you know?
How done for do you think you are on a
Oh,
scale of 1 to 10?
mate, I'm not even going to try. I'm not even going to try. I'm not
haven't
going to
done it
try,
in a while,
mate.
but I'll do. Oh
It
god.
is what it is.
Oh god, Garrett's
I'm going
here.
to hold
oh
my
god.
L on my forehead successfully
Hey, at
and
least
move
you,
on.
but at least you're owning it. Like, you know, for Matt, it's gonna be very disappointing when he gets to climb. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I've seen he's become an emo Andy. He's become an emo Andy, and I respect it. I respect it. You know, I do.
But I'm joking.